All right, Shalom. I'm going to start out by giving all praise, honor, and glory to you. How about Shemel Shabbat, Shem Dash, the bonus to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and Shalom to all the Akim out there pushing the word of sincerity and truth. Yeah, and I had this lesson on, of course, further going into the fall of America. The society is collapsing right before our eyes, through the Spirit. It was a time, starting off with the apostles, brothers would prophesy, and you wouldn't see major events like that take place. Now, of course, Matthew the 24th chapter, signs of earthquakes in diverse places, wars and rumors of wars. Those prophecies were, taking place. But, the famine, the pestilence, all these different major prophecies which would directly affect, the world. We're starting to see those come into major effect in these times now. This whole thing with this COVID-19 pandemic, because it is a pandemic. All people have been, damn near worldwide have felt directly or indirectly this hell that's taking place. And that spikes, that virus has opened Pandora's box. It's opened it opened doors for so many other scenarios to take place within America. They're already on the last leg of their economy. They just passed legislations for this $2.2 trillion stimulus package to be pushed to all the American citizens. But then they basically froze your expenses, certain general expenses you have, light bills and things of that nature. Some certain phone companies also. But at the end of the day, that's taking a very hard hit. America's taking a very hard hit from this COVID-19. And you have Donald Trump talking about by Easter, the markets, might start back up. The government might resurge. But you have Anthony Fauci, which he's right beside him, the doctor. He's he's a specialist. He was like, man, basically that's far-fetched. He basically, that's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. New York is looking like Italy right now. The United States is number one, as far as this COVID-19 pandemic crisis is concerned. And those numbers are going to skyrocket. Last time I checked, I think it was like 83 or 85,000, low to mid 80s. But it's going to start jumping at hundreds of thousands, 100,000, 200,000, 250,000 if they don't get this thing under control, which through the Spirit, we don't see them doing it. The Lord said that he's going to, hit and bombard, Babylon with plagues. And this is one amongst many. So, this article goes into, which I'll read it, on March 26, a word about the horrid spike in unemployment claims and why it's even more horrid than it appears. So it says, this morning, the United States Department of Labor announced that 3.2 million people have filed initial unemployment claims in the week ended March 21st. We were warned yesterday that today's initial claims will be horrid. In his press conference yesterday concerning the coronavirus, California Governor Gavin Newsom said that California by itself had just passed the $1 million mark in unemployment claims since March 13, and this might include claims to be reflected in the next reporting week. So the California governor, Gavin Newsom, he's speaking about, they already passed $1 million, and you gotta think about it too. California is the second largest haven of this coronavirus spread. So not only are they being bombarded by this disease, and a lot of people are getting infected and dying off in the masses, you have most people that staying at home unemployed, no work. Some people are ill-equipped. They don't have certain supplies. That's why face masks and PPE, certain preventative protection equipment, things of that nature, things that you need, which are essentials, medicines, and things of that nature, it's at a low point. And when you think about California, you think about New York. These are major tourist attractions. These are major cities that everybody looks up to. These are the bread baskets of the United States. And the Lord, through the Spirit, is hitting these places up. Which it could, of course, be through the hand of the so-called white man Esau. But at the end of the day,
What does the scripture speak about when he's about to fill his belly? So the Lord is putting the spirit on this white man to proceed with action, to collapse the economy, because they have a new world order. That's part of the collapsing the economy is this unemployment, and reintroducing a new world, which entails full totalitarian rule, a fully supervised government, everything you do being tracked and seen, and microchipping you. So it says, and it's going to get worse. The 5 largest counties of the San Fran Bay Area were the first major regions in the U.S. to go into lockdown on March 17th. The state of California followed on March 20th. Toward the end of the unemployment claims reporting week through the 21st, and many other states followed within days, and many of those claims were filed after this reporting week had ended. Right, and like I said, with this 2.2 trillion stimulus package, it's not going to help. They're giving $1,200 out to individual families, depending on your salary or your income, the 100,000, 150,000 range for a married couple. You don't receive the benefits that and higher. If I'm not mistaken, it's 75,000 for an individual. So you get a $1,200 check, and they're saying that those checks might be pushed out around April, which they didn't say exactly what time in April. It might push to May, but by that time, everybody's going to be crippled. This society, because it's already crippled. This place is already taking blow for blow every single day. These numbers are jumping sporadically, Like I said, we had 85,000 cases, and we at the point where we're going to see these numbers start to jump by the tens of thousands, 85,000, jumping to 90,000, 90 to 100, 100 to 120, 160, 210, 280, 300,000. And that's not something that's far-fetched. These numbers have jumped, since January. The worldwide cases is 500,000, and this virus really started breaking out around the January time, which it really got major coverage in January. It could have been around December, but as far as, a worldwide spread, Wuhan, the city of Wuhan spreading the virus to different coasts and regions of Europe and America, all that mainly took place in